King of the Road Productions proudly rolls out a special 6 strings and Southern Soul edition of the Jim King of the TV show. Southeast Texas style. This week we're paying tribute to blues legend and proud Beaumont native Johnny Winter.
Yeah! Welcome home once again.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
Does it feel like home here in Southeast Texas?
Sure, yeah, I lived, 20 years here, so it definitely feels like home.
With heartfelt thanks to Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources for their outstanding support. Also in this jam-packed episode, the classic Honky Tonk Texas fabulous flashback. The Southeast Texas premiere of Ben Gallaher's brand new video. Our Jackson Hill Park and Marina music clip of the week straight from Nashville. And the incredible Britt Godwin shines in the Royal Spotlight. Saddle up and ride shotgun.
King of the Road.
Howdy friends, welcome to the Jim King of the TV show, your #1 source for Southeast Texas entertainment. I'm Jim King of the Road and you're watching the best little TV show in Texas. Make plans now for an unforgettable July 4th celebration at Jackson Hill Park and Marina on beautiful Lake Sam Rayburn in Broadus, Texas. Enjoy a stunning fireworks show over the water, a cornhole tournament, and live music from Tommy Simpson and the Ascension. All for just $5 per person, and kids under 10 get in free. For details, check out their Facebook page or visit jacksonhill.us. And wherever the road takes you through the East Texas Pines, don't forget to take King's Country Internet Radio along for the ride, streaming 24/7 from Beaumont, Texas. We play real country music, classic hits, and today's best. No fluff, just the good stuff. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. Listen on your computer, smart speaker, mobile device, or through your car's Bluetooth. Find us on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, or stream anytime at kingscountry.net. And don't miss the Jim King of the Radio show airing weekdays at midday. Now hop in and ride shotgun with me to the historic Jefferson Theater in downtown Beaumont for a special tribute to the legendary blues guitarist and hometown hero, Johnny Winter. As always, we cruise Cadillac style, as seen and heard on Southeast Texas TV, internet radio, and social media, because we're everywhere.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road show.
Oh, hi, to the game.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road. Yeah, right now we'd like to do one originally by Junior Wells that we did off of our last album, White Hot and Blue, called Messing with a Kid. At it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. What was on there going all around town? Tell everybody, I'll put the kid down right now. Wow, look at what you did. Call it what you want. I call it messing with the kid. Well, you take the kid's money like you come as a gift. I work for that bell on an 8-hour shift. Oh, no! Wow, look at what you did.
With the recent passing of blues legend Johnny Winter, it's a perfect time to pay tribute to the guitar great. In late 2013, King of the Road Productions had the honor of capturing an exclusive with Johnny Winter in his hometown of Beaumont, Texas.
Come on, Beaumont, let me hear you. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Megaforce recording artist, the Johnny Winter Band! Will you please welcome from Beaumont, Texas, the one, the only Mr. Johnny Winter!
Johnny Winter, great to see you back in Beaumont. Welcome home.
Thank you very much.
Has it been a while since you've been in Beaumont?
It's been a couple of years ago. My mother died a few years ago, and Edgar and I came to Divida for her jewelry and stuff. We didn't play. That was just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
We were just here for a couple of hours.
I've been speaking to Edgar Winter over the years several times for my radio show that I used to do, your brother, as well as on our TV show. We've had him a couple of times, but we're really excited about having you here for the first time. And he used to talk about going home to Mom a few years ago with all the airplane models on the hanging from the ceiling still.
Yeah. Edgar and my daddy did the model airplanes. I never did do that, but they were big model airplane enthusiasts.
And you grew up in Beaumont listening to the Big Bopper.
Yeah, sure did.
What kind of DJ was he? I mean, we know all about Chantilly Lace and the hit songs, but was he a funny DJ?
Yeah, he did. When he was J.P. Richardson, he did rock and roll and stuff, and then when he was the Big Bopper, he did black music.
And, well, you used to go and hang out in all the black clubs around here in Southeast Texas.
The Raven. There was a club called the Raven, and then there was a jazz club called the Tahiti.
Didn't you go to the Raven one night when B.B. King was there and talk him into letting you on stage?
He didn't even know if I could play or not. I'm surprised he let me play, but he finally did. I bugged him to death about it, but I really wanted him to hear me. Plus, I wanted to play for a black audience and see how that worked.
1962 that was.
Yeah, 61 or 62.
This segment is sponsored by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources.
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
At Texas Construction Resources, our main line of work, residential house pads and ponds, crushed concrete laydown yards, demolition work, lane clearing, and anything that we can push as far as dirt, site prep, that's going to be our main focus.
Hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Coming up, it's the Southeast Texas debut of Ben Gallaher's brand new video, our Jackson Hill Park and Marina music clip of the week, direct from Nashville. Then we're rewinding time with a nostalgic Honky Tonk, Texas fabulous flashback, followed by a powerhouse Royal Spotlight performance from Britt Godwin. But next, we'll wrap up our heartfelt tribute to blues legend and Beaumont native Johnny Winter.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.
Escape to Jackson Hill Park and Marina at Lake Sam Rayburn. Your lakeside paradise awaits. Enjoy premier boating, fishing, and picturesque views. Then unwind in our cozy cabins and savor delicious dishes at our on-site restaurant with full bar. Plus, join us for periodic special concert events where live music brings our community together under the stars. Create unforgettable memories at Jackson Hill Park and Marina. Visit us today and let your adventure begin. Since Tina Bean started 5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur over 24 years ago, it's always been a friendly neighborhood store, kind of like the general store of the good old days.
I think so. I try to be like it used to be. When I was young, going to feed stores and everything, it's, when people come in here, I want them to feel like they're walking into my house, where they feel welcome. So we try to keep it like that.
5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas. Johnny Winter grew up in a musical family in Beaumont, Texas. He shared with his brother Edgar an interest in music, especially rhythm and blues and jazz. Johnny learned to play the clarinet at 5 years old, followed by the ukulele at 8 and the guitar at age 11. Starting in his mid-teens and through his early 20s, Johnny was touring with Gene Terry and the Downbeats and working gigs in Texas and Louisiana with his own bands, Johnny and the Jammers, the Crystaliers, and the Black Plague. Enjoy this clip of Johnny and Edgar Winter performing Tobacco Road back in 1970.
get a job. And with the help and the praise from God, I'm gonna save my money. I'm gonna get rich, I know. And I think I'll bring it on back to Tobacco Road.
Fast forward to 2013, an exclusive video of Johnny performing for the last time in Beaumont, Texas, several months before his passing. Once again.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
Does it feel like home here in Southeast Texas?
Sure, yeah, I lived, 20 years here, so it definitely feels like home.
It's a unique place, isn't it?
It certainly is.
It's a great music scene here, too.
There's always has been good music around here.
Yeah, your brother Edgar told me one time that when he moved to New York City, the music scene was like comparing chicken soup to seafood gumbo.
Yeah.
The music scene was so much better here.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah. Well, we saw you guys, I think it was in 2005, you and Edgar got on stage here at the Beaumont Civic Center. Have you done any shows together since then?
Oh, yeah, sure, a lot, several.
Yeah, and I think he was also on your album Roots.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah, he played on Honky Tonk.
Is he going to play on this next album?
No, he's not on the next one.
Okay. Appreciate your time. I love your crown up there. Yeah. A couple of rattlers. Where'd you get that?
Yeah, I bought it in Miami.
Oh, cool. That's awesome, man. Keep rocking.
All right.
One of the greatest guitar players of all time. I think Rolling Stone said you were top 100.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like my place. I was like 60. I thought I should have been in the top 10.
We think you ought to be number one.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Good morning, little schoolboy. Good morning, little schoolboy. Can I go home with you? Can I go home with you? Tell your mother and your father I'm a little schoolboy too. Yeah, thank you. Good morning to school, huh?
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk, Texas fabulous flashback. Classic rocker Edgar Winter is among the recent inductees into the Gulf Coast Music Hall of Fame.
I think it's really fantastic the work that the museum is doing to keep the great Gulf Coast music
Have you been to the
alive.
museum?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the Janis Joplin stuff and all that. Did you said you met Janis Joplin, but it was later after you and Johnny had become international
That's right,
stars
yeah.
and things. Yeah.
I knew of Janis, but we never seemed to cross paths. We played a lot of the same places.
Yeah. Do you make it back to Beaumont once in a while?
I love Beaumont. It is my hometown, and as I was saying, growing up as a kid, I never really understood and appreciated what great music there is around Beaumont until I had grown up. Yeah. And of course, when I made it up to New York, I was really in awe of that scene, saying, wow, there are going to be such great musicians up here. But, it was the difference sort of between chicken soup and gumbo. You know, when I got up to New York, I realized how great the players from this area truly are.
It's a rich scene, isn't it?
It really is, and it belongs to all of us.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk, Texas Fabulous Flashback.
The Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk, Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, steak night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been?
But just know if it came down to it, I'd take a bullet for you. I'd take a bullet for you. King of the road.
Howdy, folks. Jim King of the TV and radio here again with a friend that we haven't seen in just a little while. I think it was around Christmas time when he had that great instrumental for Christmas time, Ben Gallaher. He's got a new song called Bullet from his new EP called Bullet, his second major release on Stone Country Records. Congratulations, Ben.
Thank you, Jim. Good talking to you, man. Thanks for having me on again.
Good talking to you, and I've become a big fan because I'm a classic rock fan going way back, you know. I was actually born in before the 60s, 1950s, but especially like some 80s rock. And you it's a genre that's pretty much disappeared these days, and you're kind of making a resurgence with this sound that you have.
I'll tell you what, man, that old school rock and roll is a timeless era of music. And there's a reason why people always say, oh man, there's nothing like the good old stuff. There's nothing like that, the good old rock and roll. And it's like, I hate to sound like that guy, but it's like, but it's true.
We're about to play Bullet, your new video, great video. Where did you film it?
Man, Bullet was filmed all in around Nashville, a couple different locations. That video gets a little intense, man, especially at the end.
Very. It's like a mini movie. A lot going on there, and you have that great guitar solo in there to really show your skills. You've got a triple threat going on with your singing and songwriting and guitar work. It's just off the charts. And you're self-taught with the guitar?
Yes, sir. Self-taught. I mean, I had a couple early lessons when I was a kid. I started playing when I was 6, and I did have a handful of lessons early on, and then after that, I just kind of took to it on my own. It was a total God thing. I mean, I felt like from then on, this was what I was supposed to do, is sing country music and play guitar.
But more about the video, you got a couple of actors in there. Are they friends of yours, or are those professional actors?
No. Yeah, no, they're real actors. I hadn't met them, but what's cool is the girl and the guy, the main couple there, they're actually a real life couple, which I felt like came through in the video as well. That video, Chris Rudy wrote the treatment and directed the video, and when I first saw it, the treatment, I was blown away. It kind of has a little bit of a Bonnie and Clyde mixed with Romeo and Juliet.
Here comes Stone Creek Records recording artist Ben Gallaher with Bullet as our Jackson Hill Park and Marina music clip of the week, straight from Nashville.
I can't tell you how long it'll take me to get you that house on a hill. 'Cause we both know you only get so much gold turning some dirt in a field. But that won't stop me from trying
giving you all I can give. Hard as it is, I can promise you this, girl, as long as I live. If there ever comes a time, if there ever comes a day, I'd give my life if it kept you safe. I hope it don't, but just know if it came down to it, I'd take a bullet for you. I'd take a bullet for you. I'd do it without even thinking. Be the wall it's gotta go through. I'd take every round, girl, I'd go down, take my last breath for you. If there ever comes a time, if there ever comes a day, I'd give my life if it kept you safe. I hope it don't, but just know if it came down to it, I'd take a bullet.
Escape to Jackson Hill Park and Marina at Lake Sam Rayburn. Your lakeside paradise awaits. Enjoy premier boating, fishing, and picturesque views. Then unwind in our cozy cabins and savor delicious dishes at our on-site restaurant with full bar. Plus, join us for periodic special concert events where live music brings our community together under the stars. Create unforgettable memories at Jackson Hill Park and Marina. Visit us today and let your adventure begin. Up next, Britt Godwin takes center stage in the Royal Spotlight.
King of the road. Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
At Texas Construction Resources, our main line of work, residential house pads and ponds, crushed concrete laydown yards, demolition work, land clearing, and anything that we can push as far as dirt, site prep, that's going to be our main focus.
The hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Birds would sing, the sun would shine. You gave your heart, and I gave mine. The days were long, the nights too short. I loved you so. Your golden hair, your sky blue eyes. The day you left, the way I cried. I miss your love, I miss the way you love the rain. The winter calls, the sun is gone. Teardrop falls. You love the rain. A ghost gray moon, a cloudy night, a thunder crash, a flash of light. You love the rain. The birds would sing, the sun would shine. You gave your heart, and I gave mine. Days were long, the nights too short. I loved you so. Your golden hair, your sky blue eyes. The day you left, the way I cried. I miss your love, I miss the way you love the rain.